What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. I'd like to wish everybody a happy hump day, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, let's get into the daily dose of dumb shit across the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the story I'm about to tell you is sick. You hear me? This is sick. And this is out of Rome, Georgia. Shout out Rome. And it's involving these two people right here. These savages that you see up here. The man's name is Mystique Taylor. He's 23 years old. Keep in mind their ages. The woman that's next to him looking harder than he is, her name is Rolanda Edwards. She's 25. This killer couple, and they are killers, are charged with malice murder. Well, at least the guy is. The woman is charged with aiding and abetting, I think they said it was in the story, but you'll see in a second. Why? Because a 20-year-old woman was left in front of an apartment complex. The girl's apartment complex, Miss Edwards, wrapped in blankets and left out in the open after she was stabbed in the face and neck multiple times and beaten with a baseball bat by Mr. Taylor in Rolanda Edwards, the girl's apartment. If that's not bad enough, they went on a police chase and was caught yesterday. And this was the big news last night out there in Atlanta News First Network. And they went to court today. And the details of this are absolutely horrifying. The amount of hate people have for each other and gruesome violence in fits of anger or in times of anger is baffling to me. Take a look at this, y'all.
Breaking news tonight, folks. This is out of Floyd County, where in just the last hour, police arrested two people in the death of a 20-year-old woman.
And we have just received their mug shots. Take a look at your screen. Rome police say 23-year-old Mystique Taylor faces several charges here, including murder, aggravated assault, and concealing the death of another. 25-year-old Rolanda Edwards is charged with concealing a death and hindering apprehension.
And these are photographs from an 11 Alive viewer showing the moments authorities first took the couple into custody just after noon, and their arrest followed a chase from Floyd County into Bartow County.
11 Alive's Galat Malamed is tracking these breaking developments for us tonight. She's live from the Rome Police Department. And Galat, we know that the woman's body was discovered there in Rome. What do we know about her tonight?
Yes, we now know that that victim is a 20-year-old white woman, according to police. They are still investigating how she died, but they do know she was not shot. A high-speed chase in a stolen car comes to an end a county away from where police say witnesses spotted the car right before a woman's dead body was discovered. The driver charged with murder and the passenger charged with concealing a death. The homicide investigation began with a 911 call from the property manager at John Graham Apartments, reporting a suspected deceased person in the roadway. When officers arrived, they found the 20-year-old's body wrapped in blankets outside the home.
It is concerning for sure.
Karen Silver says this is typically a quiet and safe area.
It's disheartening, but I'm glad that if somebody was seen leaving, that there have been questions.
He's pulling over. He's pulling over.
Law enforcement officers brought the car to a stop on Highway 411 in Bartow County. Back at the apartments in Rome, officers recovered several bags of evidence from a home. Rome Police Public Information Officer Kelly Madden says investigators are still working to figure out any connection between the people in the car and the victim and why anyone would leave a body wrapped in blankets in plain sight.
We're assuming someone maybe got spooked. Something had happened. We're trying to make sure nobody knows that something happened, and maybe we got spooked and just left.
Madden says the victim is not from Rome or Floyd County. Police do not believe anyone else is involved.
This is an isolated incident that it looks like someone from outside of the area came in to our area to commit this crime.
As the investigation continues, Madden says she's thankful there are several videos from neighbors showing when the red car arrived and left.
We will put all of those pieces together to finish the timeline and hopefully put this puzzle to completion so we can not only identify the person that is deceased, but make sure that those responsible are held accountable.
Rome police are not releasing the victim's identity until her family can be notified. Live in Rome, Gilad Mohammed, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, very disturbing allegations there, Gilad. Thank you.
Now at noon, 2 people charged in connection with a young woman's murder in Rome made their first court appearances today. Police say that young woman was found dead, wrapped in blankets. I'm Brooks Baptiste.
And I'm Tyria Sandlin. Atlanta News First Niamani Watson is outside of the Floyd County Sheriff's Office with the new details in this case.
The suspects, Mystique Taylor and Rolanda Edwards, appeared before a judge this morning. Edwards was granted bond. Meanwhile, a judge could not set a bond for Taylor, who is charged with murder and fleeing from police.
Is your name Mystique Malachi?
Taylor and Edwards stood before a judge on a screen as their charges were read aloud. The judge revealing more details about the suspects' alleged crimes.
You're charged with malice murder.
Rome police say officers responded to the John Graham homes near Hull Avenue and Cedar Avenue Tuesday afternoon after the body of a young woman was found wrapped in blankets outside an apartment building. Witnesses reported seeing a red car that police say Taylor was driving in the area before the body was discovered. Police say Taylor also led officers on a chase in the car that was reportedly stolen. The judge identified the victim as Kaylee Shackelford and said Taylor stabbed Shackelford and hit her with a baseball bat. The judge said he could not set a bond for Taylor because of the seriousness of the charges.
She used a knife to stab the victim in the face and neck and a baseball bat to strike her in the head and face.
Taylor also faces charges out of Cobb County in a separate case for aggravated assault and theft. Those arrest warrants accuse Taylor of headbutting Shackelford and attempting to run her over last month. As for Edwards, she was charged with concealing a death and party to a crime.
You assisted another person with the attempt to remove a dead body from your apartment in an attempt to conceal the death of the victim.
Edwards was granted a $5,000 bond. The judge said Edwards also cannot have contact with Taylor. Taylor must go before a Superior Court judge for his murder charges. Reporting in Floyd County, I'm Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.
That is some bullshit. That's some savage ass bullshit. And then you wonder why I say people need to get the death penalty and they don't need to linger around with it, and they need to put people out of their misery just as fast as they put others. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to pay attention to this for all it is, wrapped up in itself, and tell me if you agree with me in the comments. This is another episode of fucktards and the women that follow them. Did you think about that? This guy had some type of issue with this chick. I don't know if she's an ex or whatever. But this girl's not even from that area. But he had an issue with her last month where it was aggravated assault. He had a warrant out for that. And then theft. So he stole something from her or took something from her. Last month he had a warrant out of another county. Now all of a sudden you and this girl wind up in this chick's apartment where she watches you stab another woman in the face and then beat her in the head in the face with a bat afterwards. And then help you clean up the spot, wrap up the body, and try to transport it to a car or wherever, to a dumpster, before you got scared and then left the body there. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. What are these type of dudes doing that will make a girl ride or die and do stuff normal people won't even do? Some people don't even want to look at a dead body, let alone touch one, especially after a malice murder. He was charged with malice murder. And now he has to go through the system. And they have to prove that he did it and she helped him. Always looking stupid, y'all. Y'all ever notice that? They tough with the plan A, but look bitch with the plan B. You was tough when you did whatever you did to this woman. And then when the cops get on your ass, you take off and tear the car up. Bat out of hell down the street, car smoking. They pull you over. You look stupid. Got you in court the next day. You know it's serious when they put your dumb ass right on TV the next day. Looking at the picture, they might be siblings. I don't know. But looking at the picture, the girl looked harder than the dude. Look at their eyes. Look at them. Look how empty they look. A lot of times the reflection of who you are on the inside manifests in physical activity on the outside, and that's them. You killed somebody. How you as a woman watch a man, especially if you cared about him or not, do that to somebody else where he can be taken away and his freedom can be taken away from you? How do you as a woman watch another woman get fucked up like that by a man that could easily mollywop her, and he did? And you sit there. Then when he's done, oh, don't worry about it, baby. And you help him clean up the mess. That in itself is sick enough for the DP, death penalty. It's crazy. They're 23 and 25 years old. You killed a 20-year-old girl and was ready to treat her like trash and throw away. And if nobody knew anything, you would have went on about your day. Now you're in court in front of them folks looking stupid as hell. Old Southern man sitting up there on the thing. Don't even know you from a can of paint. Saying your name, saying everything you did. You standing there. Now you put yourself in the position to be judged by people on the artwork that you committed in the street, a canvas of viciousness, and now you ain't even in charge of your own fucking fate after taking somebody's life away, which is the same that should be done to you. There's no fairness in the justice system. We should have heard about this, and then these motherfuckers be dead by dawn tonight. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. They're young. Look how easy it is for them to kill. Look how easy it is for them to just take a life. And in a horrific way, beating somebody's brains out and stabbing them in the fucking face. How much hate you got in your heart? But then again, the eyes don't lie. That tells you everything you need to fucking know. Show them the flowers. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.